we are Beau and Brandy, and this is our salty pup Oona. And over the past 2 years, we've been sailing full-time on our sailboat Lucia. If you're new here, we would be grateful if you subscribe, and be sure to click the bell so you know when we release each week. Many thanks to all of our patrons out there supporting our channel above and beyond. And to you, thanks for watching.
Good morning, guys. We decided to wake up at 4:30 to get ready to go to one of the pitons. I think we're gonna do gross piton, if I'm saying that right. I don't know if it's French, so I don't know. I don't know what the pronunciation is. It's supposed to be one of the easier hikes and the more scenic. And since my back isn't 100%, I feel way more comfortable doing that than the other one. Which the other one you have to like scale up ropes, and there's some pretty steep cliffs. We're just waiting on our ride. They should be getting here any minute now.
Good evening. Good evening, seriously. We can't even see you. I know. The birds are awfully excited about us doing this hike today.
Yeah. Very lively.
Just waiting for our coffee to kick in to be lively. But we have an hour-and-a-half drive.
Yeah, maybe we can get another siesta in.
Oh my goodness. We're almost there!
So cool. You just drove across the waterfall.
Things you can only do here.
This is as good a day as any to start the rebuilding of life. The roads that lay open are many.
Yes, Chad. Yes, of course I am going to be the guy to help you climb this mountain. Awesome. If I were to ask you your name?
I'm Gary.
Gary?
Gary.
Nice to meet you, Gary. She's Brooke. Nice to meet you, Brooke.
I'm Beau.
Beau?
Beau.
I think I'll be able to remember Beau.
Brandy.
And Brandy?
Yep, like the drink.
Beautiful to mix together.
We made it. Chad's gonna be our tour guide. Seems like a very friendly guy, but we're going up to the office right now. We gotta pay some fees and fill out some paperwork, probably a waiver.
Maybe do some stretching.
Yeah. Sign our life away just in case we fall off this thing.
No.
But
oh, look at it.
it is gorgeous
Look.
down here.
And I can feel the sun on my skin, beginning to thaw from within.
So you pronounce it grow?
Yeah.
Grow.
G-R-O, screw. And the trail is rated moderate to strenuous. The first one, hour, which is considered flat, or relatively flat, this has been called moderate. From the halfway to the top, which will be steep, is rated strenuous.
Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today is a good day to live. This morning has so clear a light as any
What you got there?
to see the horizon and the fall.
Chicken.
Trail snacks.
Users were 2 for a penny, but they've all gone out the window of this car. And when I feel the wind on my face,
Our first view. Yeah. We sailed out there. Is that rain out there? Yeah. Is that a line of rain?
I think so, yeah. I thought it was like current.
Yeah.
Wow.
See it? It's like a line in the water of it.
I guess we're starting to go up more now.
Yeah. And like any proper rainforest you expect, rain. And it's raining now. We must be in the rainforest part. It's nice, it's cooling it down. I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay.
We made it halfway. Not too bad.
4,000 steps so far.
But as we got to the halfway point, it started raining on us. So this is the rainy half. The rest of the way up. You could definitely tell the difference in the elevations because on the lower half you can see cactus and...
You can still see cactus.
Can you see cactus?
Yeah, right there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
When's the cactus?
More dry on the lower end.
From here onwards, there will be no more cactus.
Ah.
Oh,
From here
okay.
on, no more cactus. It's the last one we're gonna see.
Yeah. Clear division in the ecosystems.
Yeah.
But we got an awesome view of Petite Piton.
Yeah.
So he just said, this is where the challenge begins. I was already a little challenged. We're hunting mushrooms. So ever since Beau watched this documentary about fungus on Netflix, he's obsessed with mushrooms. I won't let him eat any though.
I've eaten tons, she just doesn't know about it.
I can literally hear my heart in my ears. It's a pretty decent hike.
Steady up now.
The water hitting the leaves sounds like little bitty drums. Again, we like to stay behind and listen to all the sounds. So pretty.
Very well manicured path. You don't really need a guide, but
It's mandatory that we have one. This is why everything's so green.
so wet.
Honestly, we wouldn't know any difference. But between the sweat and the humidity, the rain is actually welcomed. It's cooling us down.
This is a 200-year-old mango tree.
It's getting cooler. Definitely can tell you're getting closer to the top. Just past a couple that came down and they said we're about 10 minutes away, so. But they didn't have any views, although we ordered some, so hopefully it'll clear by the time we get there. This is unbelievable. Into the tunnel.
Oh wow.
Yeah! Wow.
Big mountain, Mount Jimmy, can't even see because it's in the clouds.
Mount Jimmy.
You guys should have waited.
We did it. 800 meters of elevation, and we're getting chased out by the rain.
Thankfully, we did get up here and it cleared a little bit. Beautiful view. Had a little snack. Now, the descent. Lots of snails, like legit snails, what you see in the cartoons.
It is slippery slope downhill.
Yeah, it's probably more treacherous going down than up.
For sure. I find it way easier to go down backwards. Less impact on your knees. You should try it.
This is by far the best view of Petit Piton. Up at the summit, you can only see the valley on the south end, and also it cleared up. When we first came over here, it was so hazy you could barely even make out the Piton, but it is so beautiful.
We did it!
We're back. Back to civilization. Although it wasn't that bad of a hike. No. The volcano we just did was actually more difficult than this one. It just gets a little steep and it's very rainy up there, so very slippery.
On the way back down, it was really slippery. We had to really concentrate on keeping our foothold for sure.
Hey. Oh, you're so pretty.
My teeth are fluffy. Oh my goodness. Why somebody needs a brush.
Oh, belly rubs.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, the belly rubs.
Watch. Oh, there it is.
Okay, let it go on.
There it is. Yes. Oh.
We picked up Too Short and now we're on a mission to go get cotton up our nose.
Nasal invasion.
Yeah, nasal invasion.
You said that last time. Oh wait, no, he said that when we were walking up in the last video. You filmed him
We're pretty much done with hanging out here in St. Lucia. So we need tests for our next stop. All right, all good.
File out, little ducks.
Alright, so I got it pulled up and it looks like it's gonna take us about a day and a half to get there. Skirting through all the different islands. At 5 knots.
Yeah.
That is.
But staying on the one word of everything? Or the
Staying
lee?
on the lee of every island.
How many islands is it? 1, 2, 3.
So we are leaving St. Lucia and heading up to Antigua.
And we're not skipping all of these islands on purpose. The issue is they're all closed. We are not able to get into Martinique, Dominica, Guadeloupe.
We could just stay here in St. Lucia, but it recently got reclassified as a high-risk country.
Yeah.
So we don't want to take that risk that we won't be able to get into another country.
So what a high-risk country means is that their count of the COVID cases have gone up to a certain point. Within the CARICOM bubble, each island here in the Caribbean that are a part of this association are allowing other islands at low risk to come in without doing a quarantine. We just need to take a test, which we took 2 days ago.
Yeah.
So we went in and took our test to be able to enter into Antigua, but we want to make sure that we're out of here before anything happens to where things change to where we won't be able to enter in without maybe possibly doing a quarantine.
Some of you guys have been asking how the locals feel about tourists coming in and this whole COVID thing. Here in St. Lucia, protocols recently changed. Right now we feel as though there's a little bit of unease because not everybody understands how the tourists are coming in.
Right.
And there are different regulations for how the tourists come in. If they come in by plane, it's way different than if they come in with their private boat like us.
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand that we've already quarantined, and we came from St. Lucia or St. Vincent and the Grenadines where there were 0 cases at the time.
Yeah, they don't understand that we're not flying directly from the States into here.
It was a little eye-opening when we did the hike on the Pitons the other day. We met a couple there who flew in, did not have to quarantine. It opened my eyes to how the locals do feel, that there's a lot of people who they think maybe there are cases of COVID coming in and they didn't have to quarantine, whereas these guys have had to when they come back to the St. Lucia, their home country.
Yeah.
So I can see the unease, but for us, we want to go ahead and move on. We did do our things that we wanted to do. We didn't have anything personally happen to us, just felt off, I guess. Yeah.
We did hear of a few incidences happening with our friends, and that kind of, it's unfortunate, but in these circumstances it's likely to happen.
Yeah. So the next island that we did want to go to was Dominica. Last year we went to Martinique, which is the island just north of here in St. Lucia. But unfortunately, about a week and a half ago, they closed their seaports. So we're hoping that maybe if we spend a little time in Antigua, they'll open back up and we'll be able to pop back down and visit and then move on from there. But for now, we have to skip all of these islands and head straight to Antigua.
We are currently here, Rodney Bay, St. Lucia. We need to pass Martinique, Dominica, Guadeloupe, and end up in English Harbor, Antigua. It's saying it's gonna take us 189 miles, which will take us about a day and a half at 5 knots. So hopefully we can do that. We're leaving tomorrow. Tomorrow's probably gonna be the strongest of the winds, about 17, 18 knots, gusting up in the mid-20s. But then it's gonna slowly die out, back down to like 15 knots, which is a good thing because we're gonna need that wind going through the lee of Guadeloupe, especially, because it pretty much, the wind dies for a little bit there. So we probably will have to kick on the motor. But the waves seem fairly reasonable as well, maybe up to 6 feet. So we have good conditions for the next few days and enough wind to where we're not going to be bobbing around.
We have friends who left on a Pearson as well, fruit bat, that went from here to St. Lucia with about the same weather conditions, and they got there in 36 hours. So we'll hope to get there in about that time. We are leaving with 2 other boats, 2 short and 1 life, which I think we're leaving first. We're taking the handicap, but they'll probably still beat us. We're a slow boat, but that's okay. We'll get there. We're excited to go back because we didn't get to do anything in Antigua last year. We spent all the time in Barbuda, if you guys remember. Our favorite spot in the Caribbean.
But we need to get some rest because we are going to leave before the sun rises. That way we can get a good head start on everybody else. We'll see you guys bright-eyed, maybe not so bushy-tailed, but bright-eyed.
With coffee.
Lots of coffee.
Good night, you.
Nighty-night.
Well, good morning, everyone. It's a little bit later than what we had originally planned on leaving, but we wanted sleep instead of rushing out of here because we were on a time schedule, which, if you're a sailor, you know it's never a good thing. Oh, these are my sunglasses. You want your sunglasses?
Yes, please. Yeah, we thank you. We didn't get all the things done that we wanted to last night, but thankfully we didn't stress out about it, and we took our time this morning, got everything else done. Now we're ready to go.
Guys, look at this fancy new
Life preserver.
life preserver we have. That's a pop of color. I like it.
We're an official yacht now.
All right, but now we have to get going. Our friends, Too Short and One Life, are heading out with us today, but they have yet to leave, so we're gonna try to get a jump on them.
Yeah, we need it. We're pretty slow compared to them.
We're having a race on who is actually gonna catch more fish, so wish us luck.
The wind feels fairly okay. Feels a little light from what we saw for the predictions, but it will be gusting pretty heavy, so we are going to start out with 2 reefs and then go from there. We did see a sailboat come in this morning, and it looked like they were triple reefed, and they were still pretty heeled over. So more than likely it's stronger out there than it is in this nice calm bay.
No, because we're going 4.5 on our main alone, so and you're about to raise the head, so let's check it and then we can look after we get out of the bay. You think? Yeah. Yeah.
There is Too Short. It is rocking and rolling. We haven't had these conditions in quite a bit, but we are averaging probably 6.5 knots right now. It's really good. We got 2 reefs in and we're flying. So a little uncomfortableness is welcomed for this speed. We also caught our first fish. I think we're the first ones out of the group to catch a fish, I think. We still need to send our celebratory fish picture. So I think it's 1 Saoirse, 0 everybody else.
You don't know that. We don't have service. They could have caught something by now.
True, we don't know, I'm just assuming. But in my mind, we're winning. Got the first fish of the day. Hopefully there's more. Not a flail. In this rockiness.
Thank goodness Wilson is doing his job.
Yeah. He's doing alright. I got you loud and clear finally.
Yes, what's going on?
I just want to see how you guys are doing up there.
Yeah, not too bad. We're hauling ass. I think we're averaging like 8.5 knots right now. So yeah, we're moving fast. It definitely smooths out as you get further and further along. That's actually turning into a pretty nice setup. How about you guys?
Yeah, likewise. We're not going quite as fast as you, but we're definitely up on our average. We're about 6.5, and we caught a tuna.
That's not fair. Oh man, that's not fair.
Yeah, so we got it like right as we were leaving.
Nice. Yeah, we didn't put our lines out till we were kind of like midway through the channel here.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, hopefully there's more. I don't know, going this fast, you know.
You sure it's a tuna and not a jack?
This one's definitely a tuna.
Right on. Alright, well, enjoy some
Hey, one life to the searcher. You want to go down to 1-4?
Roger, 1-4.
Hey, one life, you there?
Nice work over there, tuna.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, were you tagging along?
Yeah, we came down and listened to it. We had our lines out and we got a whole bunch of booties diving and bait fish everywhere right now, but no hooks yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bait fish is just going crazy. It's fun watching the birds because they're capitalizing.
Yeah, we're surrounded by them. It's awesome to watch. We'll be ahead.
Just right when we were leaving the bay there, Rodney Bay.
What word did it take?
Just a big squiddy, orange and green.
Cool. Well, we'll keep trying. Hopefully we'll load up by the time we get up there, right?
Looks like rain to me, but I can't tell. Yummy! Looks delicious.
Get your fresh tuna. Wow. I made a wasabi mayonnaise, some avocado. Yummy. We better hurry up because it looks like rain.
Always alone. You will always be there.
Looks like we might have gotten lucky. That rainstorm doesn't seem like it's gonna hit us. Now we got blue skies. It looks nasty up in front of us though. I bet you Too Short's getting the
Yeah, front of it.
yeah.
What's our average right now?
Our average went up to 7 knots. We are flying. We've never averaged 7 knots ever.
The waves have gotten so much better. This is actually a really nice sail. We still are getting pretty decent sized waves, but they're spread out. And we just talked to our friends on Too Short who are ahead of us, and they said that it gets even better up there. But this has been nice right now. We just spotted Martinique up on the cloud line here, like just in the distance. If it wasn't cloudy, we'd probably be able to see even better. But if you remember last year when we were cutting through this area from turning around to from St. Lucia to Martinique, we saw a pod of whales. What an experience. And so we are actually keeping our eyes really peeled for them right now. Don't think it's quite season for them, but hey, who knows? We might get lucky. Now that the seas have calmed down, I think I'm gonna go and try to take a nap. A lot of people have asked us if we do a 3 on, 3 off or something along that lines when we do our long passages. But for us, we have found that we just try to stay as rested as possible, and the person who is behind the helm, whenever they need to be relieved, the other one just takes over. So most of our trip is sleeping, right?
Sleeping, eating, and hopefully catching fish.
I know, you guys. You don't eat anything, do you?
We're in the lee of Martinique and it has calmed down quite a bit. The waves are beautiful, very nice waves. The wind died out a little bit, but we just shook out both reefs and we're still maintaining like a 6 knot high end, I guess. More probably like a 5 knot average, but not too bad. I think I can see One Life behind us. They got a late start. I think they were the last out of the gate. But they'll probably catch up to us shortly here. been really nice. The squalls have all run through. The birds have just been dive bombing on all of these flying fish ever since we left. It's really cool to watch. The sun is starting to go down, so we just wanted to give you guys a quick update before we signed off for the night. We might give you updates throughout the night as well. Depends on what goes down, on if we have a chance to grab the camera.
Yeah, we're just about to pass Martinique's northern tip, and from what we're getting from our boat that's ahead of us, that it's a little sporty out there. But not as bad as it was when we left St. Lucia in the pass between St. Lucia and Martinique, so.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
At least we know what to expect.
Yeah.
But we've been sailing for 8 hours, and we've gone a total of 51.4
Wow.
nautical miles.
We average, what, 60 in a 24-hour period?
No, not that bad. But our average has...
6.4?
Yeah, that's pretty good, especially for us.
Wow. It was a 7 earlier, wasn't it? Or something?
It was, yeah, but we've kind of hit some dead spots here on the lee of Martinique.
We got a reel in the fishing pool,
Yep.
but
We'll do that once the sun is completely gone, because you never know.
do you want to take the... Do you want to go to sleep now?
Yeah, I'd rather take second watch, because it's going to be worse further up.
Okay.
So.
Let's watch the sunset. See you guys later.
Good night, guys.
I'm trying to take the face thing from you. So we did want to go to Dominica, and that was open.
Dominica. Every time I talk about checking out a reef, the wind picks up. Like literally. This is the second time that's happened.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess we won't check out a reef. We were gonna check out a reef.
Without my love for the ocean,